So today, I just felt like doing a ramble video because I haven't done one in a little minute. Like, I haven't done one in a little bit. I would say, yeah, like definitely like at least a month. So yeah, but before that, we're gonna talk about makeup. So I got 3 new, oh shoot, are they all the new ones? Yes, I got 3 new Mom Beauty eyeshadows, and if you know anything about me by now, you know I love Mom Beauty. I wish this was sponsored. I would love, to talk about Mom Beauty and get scent-free products, but I love their cream clay eyeshadows so much. Like, they're just so perfect. I'm wearing the lavender one right now on my eye, and I've been literally wanting a lavender shadow that's like cream or liquid because I saw this ad for Dries Van Noten, and it was for, I don't remember what it was about. It was about their clothing, but the model was wearing like lavender eyeshadow with orange or red mascara, and I was obsessed with that look, so I went on a hunt for that. And of course Mom Beauty has one, and I love Mom Beauty's formulas, so I ordered it, and it's gorgeous. I feel like this color typically would be too light to really show up on my skin tone, but I think it's absolutely beautiful. I've been wearing this every day, and I love it. It's so stunning. I use it with like a darker purple powder shadow just to like go on the outside. I guess it's kind of like a cut crease, I don't know, but I just like love this look. I think it's so pretty, and I just love doing it with like a nude lip. It's just so pretty and cute. I love it, especially for spring. But I'm just gonna swatch them. So this lavender one that I'm wearing is in shade M83, and I'll just swatch it even though it's like literally on my eye, but whatever. I'm swatching them. They're so pretty. They're so pigmented. That was one swipe, and as you can see, that is like so pigmented and gorgeous. Like, I feel like this would be even more stunning on like a paler skin tone. Like, it's stunning on deeper skin tones, of course, but I think it would be, I had to build it up quite a little bit just to like get it to be full bodied more. And then I have this yellow shade, which I don't know when I'm gonna wear this, what I'm gonna do with this. I just really felt like I wanted a yellow eyeshadow in my life. This is an M121, and this is that swatched. So pretty. Like, these just look like paint. Like, they actually look like paint, and they honestly last all day. This one did separate a little bit throughout the day, mainly at the end of the day, because I have greasy skin, and that's just what happens. I find that the other colors that I have last longer and they don't look as bad, but I think it looks a little iffy. I just took a little bit more and just put it on my face, put it on my eye with my finger. It's not a big deal, but I feel like that they just didn't last. It doesn't last as long because it's just lighter, so it just kind of broke up a little bit more, and the separation, it was just more visual. Like, you can see it a lot more because it's just lighter against a deeper skin tone, but it's not a big deal. I love this yellow. I don't know how I would wear that, to be honest, but I just got it because I just really, I don't know, I'm just into it. They were having like 25% off, so that's also why. And I got this really gorgeous electric blue. I have other blues from them, but this one was stunning, and I feel like I just needed to have it. It's a really gorgeous, deep, vibrant, not even deep, it's just a literal, like, electric blue shade. I feel like it's very, like, 70s, 80s. It's just so, look at that. I mean, that's, like, literally stunning. It reminds me of a bird. It reminds me of my bird that I have, actually. He's, like, literally blue like this. But, like, that is so gorgeous. Like, oh my god. So yeah, I'm obsessed with these. These are so stunning. They blend out so beautifully. Like, look how pigmented that is. That was one swipe, and I'm just blending it more, and it just is literally so pigmented. I didn't think this through because I don't have anything to wipe my hands with, but I guess I'm just gonna have to sit like this. But yeah, I'm obsessed with Mom Beauty. I love their stuff. I also have one of their lipsticks, which I talked about, and I love the lipstick. It's really gorgeous. It's this deep blood color. like going on deep dives, and I was like just like watching her every day and obsessing over her and like obsessing over her outfits when I was like a freshman year of high school. So it was like 2017. It was mainly sparked by watching Hotel, which I loved. It's honestly my favorite season of American Horror Story besides Coven. Coven's my favorite. But Hotel, I love it. I mean, for obvious reasons. I think it's just very relatable. Like, the storyline about Liz Taylor is like very relatable, which at the time I didn't even know that like I was what I was. But I just identified with that character. That should have been my like sign. But I just loved it, and I feel like it was really beautiful, very well done, and I just absolutely like loved that season. Like, people hate that season so bad, and I'm like, no, like, it's so good, you guys need. And I'm always ahead of my time when I like things that everybody doesn't like enjoy things that people don't like they go back and they love them once I like point out to them that yes, this was good. You just need to like rewatch it in a different mind space. Like, for example, with Honeymoon by Lana Del Rey, like, all of my friends did not like that album, and I told them, I was like, no, like, that's literally like our best album. It is. It's true. It's one of our best albums, if not the best. And everyone went back and listened to it, and they came back and they were like, yeah, no, I get it, and they were like obsessed with it. And unfortunately, that's not Mayhem. For me, I can't say the same. That album underwhelmed me. And I know people are gonna be pissed that I'm saying this. Like, people are gonna be so upset that I have this opinion, but I don't care. I'm gonna speak on it because it's the truth. It's like Usexual all over again. But Usexual prepared me to be disappointed and underwhelmed with albums this year. Like, if that had not happened, I would be crushed. Because when Disease came out, I wasn't obsessed with it, so I was like, whatever. I didn't really care if the album was gonna be good or not. But when Abracadabra came out, which I still do love Abracadabra, like, that song, to me, if nothing else, that song is gonna be my album of the year, to be honest. I mean, my song of the year. I think it is, because I don't think anyone's coming out with a better song than that at this point. I mean, Dennis is releasing an album this year, and I love Dennis, and they have cute songs, but like Abracadabra, like, genuinely, I'm obsessed with it. Like, anytime it comes on, I freak out a little bit inside because I'm so obsessed with it. I listen to it all the time, and it's not aged even a little bit for me. If anything, the more I listen to it, the better it gets, and I've probably at least heard it 20 times by now, probably. Like, it's so, to me, like, it is just the epitome of like Gaga. Like, it's the Gaga that I fell in love with and everyone fell in love with. It's the Gaga that we know. Like, to me, that song is the epitome of that. I never thought that she'd be able to deliver a song like that ever again. I never did. I'm sorry, like, after Joanna Gramatica, I was like, I don't think that she's gonna ever serve like that again, and she did. The video is amazing, the song is amazing, so I was really, really excited for this album. Not to mention, I loved the snippets. There was a snippet of Abracadabra that she played months ago, and then there was a snippet of Perfect Celebrity, which I love Perfect Celebrity, but I'll get into that later. So I was so excited about this album. Like, I was waiting up. Not that I go to bed early anyway, I'm a night owl, but I was waiting up for it to be released. And the second it dropped, stopped everything what I was doing, and I listened to it, and I was just so underwhelmed. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, like, I just was. I feel like the way it was marketed and the way it was made to seem was, it was just gonna be this like pop grunge album. Like, even in her interview with Zane Lowe, which I guess she did kind of confirm that it's not gonna all be that way. Like, it's not gonna be all one way. And I guess she kind of said that, but still I didn't really understand what she meant. But it let me down. I'm sorry, it did. Like, the marketing for it was just gonna be this really true return to form dark pop kind of album. Like, everyone kept saying, oh, listen to the, like, who went to those little like press conferences were like, oh, it's like the Fame and the Fame Monster, it's Born This Way, it's the Fame Monster and Born This Way. They were all saying that, and I'm like, okay. And in some ways, yes, it was, but I would say as a whole, it was not dark pop. It wasn't, for the most part. Like, it had dark pop moments, it had that, but I expected it to be a lot more like industrial. Like, that's what the marketing made it seem like. The photo shoot, everything, all of it, the promotional images, everything. It was very dark pop. It was just very dark. I thought it was gonna be like this really really dark, you know, industrial kind of vibe. Like I thought it was all gonna kind of be like Disease and Abracadabra and like be really like more on the rock side, grunge side of things. No, it really like was not. It was that for like a couple of songs, and then it just went into this weird direction, and it was just like not the best. It's not bad, but it underwhelmed me a lot. Like the only songs on there that I go back to that I still like is Abracadabra and Die With a Smile, ironically enough, because honestly when Die With a Smile came out, I didn't even listen to it. I'm not gonna lie, I just didn't. I don't know, I just didn't feel compelled to. And I didn't watch the video either, but like when I listened to Die With a Smile on this album, oh my god, I wanted to cry. Like that song is so beautiful. I feel so late because it came out months ago. But oh my god, that song is so gorgeous. Like people keep saying that they're crying to like Vanish Into You. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna sneeze. Stop. Honestly, I'm so like traumatized from when I'm like hungover that like whenever a sneeze comes on, I get like flashbacks to like that feeling when you're about to like puke. But people are like tearing up to Vanish Into You and like Blade of Grass, which, you know, they're very beautiful, like beautifully written songs, but like Die With a Smile, oh my god, nothing has like moved me like that song in a very long time. I will say, like, that's not fully true. Like I've listened to a lot of songs that have moved me deeply, but like that song moves me to a whole new level every time I hear it. I will never not be moved by that song. It is so gorgeous. I mean, oh my god, like it will make you feel very lonely, but it is just like, yeah. And I don't know, like I love Perfect Celebrity. Like that one was good. I expected it to be a little bit more hard-hitting because the way that Zane Lowe was talking about it in the interview, but like, I mean, it's good. Garden of Eden, I wanted to like it, just didn't. Not that much. I just don't get the lyrics that much because they're just so like I just don't know what she's singing about. I don't really get it. Like I'm like, what is this about? Is this really just, is it just as simple as like, is it straightforward? Like, is it just about being in the club? Like, I don't know. Like even when she would write songs back in the day about her being in the club, it was still more like profoundly written. Like So Happy I Could Die, for example, like that song is really about her being in the club, but I guess a little bit deeper than that because it's kind of about, you know, her struggle with alcohol. And I don't know, every song, even the things that she wrote that were more fun pop songs, just I like the way that I like the writing of them better when the way she used to write them. And I feel like these songs just feel very like, I don't know, they fall flat for me. They just do, because she talked about this album like it was gonna be this like profound thing, and it was like there were times where it was beautiful, and it's like the entire album, it was not what I expected in the sense of like the content, the subject matter, like all of the whole album is about her being in love with her fiance, and I love that she's in love with him. Like that she's, I won't say like I love this era, I love her outfits, I love her makeup. I'm so happy that she fired her team and she got rid of Serotonin because oh my god, like she looks so much better, and I love seeing her in love with her like fiance. Like she's so, it's like adorable, and I'm not complaining about this. I'm just saying that I wasn't expecting the album to like be so lovey and to be all about that. I was very surprised about that. I don't know why I expected it to be another like darker kind of album that like chronicles like her mental health struggles, like when she kind of talked about it in the iHeartRadio interview, how she didn't want to be defined by her mental health problems. See how I just like know too much about her. I watched too much of her. Like I'm talking about her like I know her. Like I don't know her. Like, but like listen, I'm telling you, like I'm a big fan of her. Okay. And I just like did not like, it was underwhelming, okay? Like it just was. I didn't like Zombie Boy that much. I don't know what it is about that song. I don't like it. Shadow of a Man. I absolutely love Shadow of a Man. A lot of people don't love that song to that degree, and it's not on their top 5, and I'm like, I don't think you're listening to that. You're not listening to that song the way I'm listening to it. You're not listening to it right, I don't think. Literally so good. But I will say the outros on every song on this album, the outros are like better than the entire song sometimes. Like, why are the outros so good? It's insane. But I just feel like she held back. I feel like she just keeps holding back. I feel like she wants to experiment. She wants to experiment. She wants to go there, but she just doesn't. She just doesn't for some reason. She holds back and she kind of stays within this like pop mainstream pop music. No one was really doing anything like that. It was different and it was truly experimental for her at the time. She was working with different artists and she worked with a lot of amazing producers for this album who make like Christophelstein. Can I pronounce his name? I didn't know he was like that, but I went on a deep dive on him, and he's like, he makes really good experimental electronic, sometimes like industrial music, and it's like he could have really helped her take it to that industrial direction that would have been completely different from anything she'd released. And people kept saying that this is different from any other album that she had put out, and I'm like, it's really not though. It's kind of not. I feel like it's like it is different, but it also feels a lot of the same, like a lot of other things she's released. Like it does sound like the Fame Monster. Am I complaining about that? Not really, because I mean that's kind of what everyone's been wanting from her. But it's like, I don't know, it's like in this gray area of being very different but also being the same. And I don't know, and I also just, the 2 songs that she put on like the Target exclusive, those songs, I don't remember the names. I think one is Can't Stop the High and there was another one. Those are so good. If she had taken off I Like How Bad Do You Want Me, so that one, no. But the Call Me one, or Don't Call Me Tonight, I'm sorry, I don't like that song at all. That song is not good. That song should have been left off, or it should have been a Target exclusive, and she should have put Can't Stop the High on there anyway. But I see why she did that, because she consciously did not want to make an album that was too far in one direction, and she talked about that. But I'm like, why not do that? I don't know. I'm not gonna, like, I've literally gone on almost a 20-minute tangent about this album. I'm not talking about that. I'm not gonna spend that much longer talking about it. Overall, I was just like underwhelmed. Like, I would give it a good like 5.5 out of 10. Like, I was disappointed by it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I just was. Will I go to her tour though? Yes. Well, yes, I will be going to her tour. Like, it wasn't like, oh my god, this blouse is so ruined. Like, the shoulders look crazy now. It wasn't like bad, but underwhelmed, yes. Next subject. Moving on. Something that I've been getting back into lately that I just like want to like just like go on a little tangent about that is like donating plasma for money. So like everyone, I'm sure you've heard about that and people talking about it. And last year I decided to just do it because I've always been so curious about it, so I just did it. And it's honestly, it is a good way to like make passive income. Like, it's the worst part about it to me is like it's really time consuming sometimes, depending on, you know, like the time you go, but it is a good passive way to make income. Of course, like there are health things to be conscious of. Like, it will make you feel very fatigued. You might pass out. A guy next to me threw up one time. Like, typically plasma clinics are like psych wards. Like, everybody there is crazy. Like, the other day when I pulled her to the plasma clinic, this girl was like fighting this guy, and I think it was about drugs. Like, they were fighting about drugs, like, you know, and the security guard was just sitting up there recording. Like, it's the one I go to, at least, is a psych ward. Like, you just have to like mentally leave the room and focus on that $70 that you're gonna get, and that's what I do. Like, but I've been doing it more and more lately, and I took a break from it for a while because I was just like, I don't know, I just didn't feel like doing it because it's pretty far from me. It's like, it's not that far, but it's like, you know, and I have to find time to fit in for it. It's like 20-something minutes away, and it takes like probably 2 hours, but I would budget it out. Sometimes I'm in there in and out in an hour, but usually it's like 2 hours. And I just don't feel like driving all the way over there and doing it. And then also like the way that I was just not as disciplined as I am now in terms of my routine. Like, I've been in the gym. I've been putting in that work in the gym. Like, finally, like, I found the discipline and the motivation to really do it, and I feel like that's seeped into other parts of my life. Like, I do my schoolwork on time. I don't do it at the last minute. I feel like I'm just more efficient with my internship work too. Like, I just feel like as a whole, I'm more disciplined and I'm more efficient because I'm just like mentally, like, I don't know what we're talking about, but I am more like, I'm not as lazy as I was, so I'm doing it more frequently now. So I try to go twice a week because basically if you go twice a week, you get a certain payout amount the first time is not as much and the second time is more. So sometimes it's like the first time is like $50 and the second time you go is like $70. It's not bad, you're just sitting there. But I was just there the other day, and wow, this is the first time this has ever happened, but like while they had the needle in my arm, I noticed, like, when she put the needle in my arm, first of all, I didn't feel it. Usually it feels like a pinch, like it does hurt because the needle is thick, so it does hurt. If you don't like needles, I don't recommend you do it because it is freaky. Like, I kind of do freak out sometimes when I really think about the fact that there's a needle just sitting in my arm for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And the first time she put it in there, I was like, it didn't hurt the way it normally does, and that's weird. But then I noticed that the blood wasn't really flowing out the way it normally does. Usually when they first put the needle in, the blood immediately just starts flowing into the tube, and the blood didn't really flow in the tube like that. And I was like, that's kind of weird. So then as I'm sitting there, I look down and I'm feeling a lot of pressure in my arm. And this is like the arm that they did it in. And you can't, it's like nothing is there. I'm gonna get into like, yeah. So I noticed that I feel a lot of pressure in my arm. So I look at it and the needle is like, it's like my arm is like rejecting the needle. Like the needle is like trying to like almost climb its way out. It was really weird. It was like I saw my skin stretching and the needle was just stretching, and I was like, okay, that is not normal. It does not normally look like that. And so I like called someone to come over, and basically they told me that it was some kind of like, I forgot the term. I don't know. It was some kind of thing where the blood sits outside the vein. And I had that, but I think the person just didn't put the needle in right, because I don't think I have that, because people who have that report having extreme bruising and their arm being swollen, and my arm really isn't swollen. It doesn't feel tender or anything. Like, I just think that she didn't put the needle in right, but that scared me. But I still was like, okay, go ahead and put it in this arm, because now I'm getting my money. Like, no, I drove all the way over here. I need the money. I need it. These Klarnas are beating my ass right now. I also want to buy more clothes, so that's why I do it. I do it so I can buy clothes and like be guilt-free about it. But yeah, that's just like a side hustle that I do. Like, do I recommend it? That's up to you. Like, I don't think I've noticed my health diminish in any way, but am I scared that it could? Yes, I've researched about it, and like, it can't really do anything negative to you long term from what I've read, but some people have reported like having some issues. I don't know, but I like getting over $100 a week to go sit down and do nothing, so I'm gonna keep doing it. I do it for a little bit and then I take a couple months and I don't do it. It's all about balance, you know. It just is. Like, I don't, you know, but yeah, like, so hopefully there's no problem long term. You know what, like, I'm sure Bluetooth headphones are like a lot worse for you and your health, and Ozempic and all these things that we're doing that are probably going to be terrible. Whatever. Oh my gosh. On Monday, I did Pilates. My friend is getting the Pilates. He's becoming a Pilates instructor, and he's doing this like community class thing. And I went and did Pilates because I've always been curious about it, and he invited me, and it's like free. So I went and I did it, and I will never be doing it again, because when I work out, I take long breaks. I take probably 3 hours in the gym. I will be in the gym for 3 hours and not working out for 3 straight hours. I take long breaks. I will get on my phone for like 10 minutes, and I will sit there for 10 minutes, and I'll get on my phone. I try not to hog the machines. Like, I'll just get up and stand in the corner for like 10 minutes. I like taking breaks. I don't care what anyone says. Like, I don't think it's a bad thing to take breaks as long as I'm doing the workout and I'm getting it done. Does it really matter if I'm taking a break? Like, is it bad? I know that like doing it in frequencies and like kind of like making sure the muscles are constantly being engaged, and like, you know, having that balance between taking a break and engaging the muscle. I totally get all that, but like, I need breaks. I cannot just straight up go for my workout and just straight go the entire way through. That is why I don't want a trainer, and that's why I didn't like Pilates, because there were no breaks. It was just working out straight for 45 minutes, and it killed me. Like, I feel like because I couldn't take breaks and I was kind of overexerting myself, my form was bad, which led to me not You know what's funny is I just finished the rambling video. I just have eyeshadow just everywhere, and I forgot that I really need to discuss laser hair removal, because that's a major thing that I started doing. You know, what am I doing? Put your hands down. That is something that I started doing. I did it. I got it done a month ago. I don't know if I don't remember if I talked about it or not, but it's something that I did, and I really want to talk about it because it's like, I mean, this is something that I've wanted for so long, and if I had known that Groupon has good deals like that, I would have done it. So let's talk about that first. If you want to get laser hair removal, get your ass on Groupon and look. Check the reviews on the spa though. Like, they have good top end spas. I did mine with Sev Laser. They gave me it was a package of 6 treatments. Six treatments for $400, which I don't think, that's not bad. That's not bad at all for laser hair removal. Like, no, because I've been quoted like $800 or something. I don't know. Like, it can be very expensive, and I feel like $400 is not bad for 6 sessions, and I feel like 6 sessions is enough to see if it's going to be effective. You know, it's like, it is something where it's like, I've read some people, they said it doesn't work for them, nothing changed for them, it didn't help, and that's why I was kind of scared to do it, because I was just like, I read all these horror stories of people getting burned and all these different things, but I did more research into it, and I just decided ultimately that, like, I'm gonna go to a reputable spa. Like, I thought it would be worth a shot, because I have always really struggled with, like, ingrown hairs on my face, and, like, razor burn, and 5 o'clock shadow. That's like the main thing, is 5 o'clock shadow. It's like, I have it under all this makeup. It's not as bad anymore though, I'm gonna know that, but under all this makeup, it's bad. I use a lot of color corrector and concealer to like really cover it, but I have bad 5 o'clock shadow, and it's like probably the biggest thing I'm insecure about when it comes to my appearance. Like, it's really the only thing I'm insecure about when it comes to my physical appearance. It's honestly just like, that's something that I like hate. Like, it's like, no, it's terrible. And I feel like, because I'm black and I have like 4C hair, that means our hair is curly, and even on our face it's like curly. So when facial hair grows in, I'm insecure about facial hair, period. I don't want facial hair, but especially that 5 o'clock shadow. When our hair grows in, it grows in curly, and sometimes it'll curl underneath the skin, and it just makes it hard to shave. And even for everyone's hair texture, facial hair, it's like, when you're shaving it, you're kind of just cutting the hair. You're not actually, like, if you're not waxing, you're not getting rid of the hair, and it's going to make a shadow. It doesn't matter if you have curly hair. It doesn't matter. There's going to be a shadow, period. It's just going to be a thing if you're shaving. I use a safety razor, which is like the best way of shaving to get the smoothest shave that you can get. But even then, it's like, it can only do so much. It's amazing. It's the best method of shaving, but if I'm not waxing, it's just not going to get me the best result that I want. So I went ahead and I used my tax return, and I bought laser hair removal. I bought the package. I did it with Sev Laser. Sev Laser, that's where the Kardashians go, girl. Like, in LA, like, they go to Sev Laser, girl. So like, I trusted them, and they have experience. The biggest thing I wanted is that they have experience doing darker skin tones, because deeper melanated skin tones, for years, it wasn't until a couple years ago that laser was even recommended for darker skin tones. It really wasn't. I don't know for a fact that that's true, but like, I know there was a time where laser hair removal was not the best thing for deeper skin, because basically the whole point of the laser is it targets darker areas on your skin, and that's how it knows how to target the hair. When you have deeper skin, bitch, you're dark. So it's like, it's just kind of just targeting the skin, and it's like, either it's not going to be effective, it's going to burn your skin. And that's how black people, we get burned sometimes when we're getting laser with other razors. The best laser for darker skin is the YAG laser. And there's another one that's also suitable, but that's the main one that I know of, that everyone who I've like done research on, every black person who've gotten like laser hair removal, they've all recommended the YAG laser. So that's why I was like, I'm not resting and I'm not going anywhere else until I find the YAG laser. And Sev Laser, you can hear my cat. Sev Laser has the YAG laser, and they have a lot of experience with doing darker skin. Like, on their website, there's like a lot of different skin tones on the website. They really exclaim that they are, experienced at doing all skin tones. So that's why I felt very comfortable with them. I even called them and I asked them on the phone at that spa to make sure, like, do you have the YAG laser and do you have experience with darker skin tones? And they do. And there's someone else who's my complexion at the laser place, so that was very reassuring. My experience was great. It was very fast. The one thing I'm gonna talk about is the pain level. Okay, so it does hurt really bad. Like, it hurts. It really hurts. I'm trying to make this more soft spoken. I really was gonna just do a whisper, but I'm in the mood to soft speak now. It hurts. Okay, it does. Don't be fooled. Don't let people try to downplay anything. I'm gonna tell you right now, it hurts. Bring a stress ball and maybe even numb your face if you don't like pain. I feel like I have a medium pain tolerance. My pain tolerance is not low. It's not the highest, but it's like whatever. Like, I didn't think it would be that bad. I thought I'd be able to handle it. I really did, but it was really bad. She took breaks with me, thankfully, and the second they stop, the pain stops. The second they stop zapping you, that's the thing. It's not like pain that lingers. It doesn't linger at all. It stops the second they stop, but it really feels like a rubber band popping your face, which I read that's what people compared it to, and that's what I read, and I was like, okay, how bad could that feel? And it feels like, imagine someone's on their face, slapping your face with a rubber band, popping your face with a rubber band. That's what it feels like. It's terrible. I think it's the worst in your chin area. It is awful in this area. Like, oh my God. And on your mouth area I'm getting flashbacks to it, and I'm like, oh my God. And I have to go back on Tuesday, and I'm dreading it because it really does fucking hurt. Like, my eyes were watering, and I mean, it was so bad. It's worth it though. Let me tell you, I'm already seeing a result. I only did one session. My face, this area is a lot lighter. It's automatically, I'm seeing a brightness in my face. My tretinoin is just working better now. I just don't have as many razor bumps. The facial hair is already more patchy on my face. I feel like there are areas where because she said that I wouldn't really see a major result the first time I did it, but I would notice that there are some areas that are balder when my facial hair grows back. That has happened. I have a way smoother shave now. When I shave, my skin is way softer, way smoother. I think a lot of the hair that was trapped underneath my skin is gone, and the hair is not, it's just not being trapped underneath my skin. I haven't gotten razor bumps as bad like I normally do. The area just looks brighter. That's the biggest thing that I've noticed, is like this area, there's still a shadow, but it's way brighter than it was before. And this is all with one session. So I'm amazed, and I'm so happy, because this is like, I feel like I'm fixing something that like has been the root of like so many issues like with my skin. And so now that this is working, and I know that like this is one session, I'm gonna do like probably 8 with them to like make sure that we attack all the hair, and like, because it goes in different growth cycles, so you have to do it like probably like 8 to 12 times. So I'm gonna do it as many times as they recommend. I think she recommended like 8 to 12. So I'm just like, what's that? I'm just like so happy about it. Like, I'm like, I feel like this is like, oh my God, this is something that I've always wanted, and it's actually working. And I'm like, I can't believe that I'm gonna be able to live a life where I don't have to shave every day is like possible. And I'm gonna have like gorgeous skin. Like, I'm gonna start going to my dermatologist again. I didn't even feel motivated to go to my dermatologist because with my facial hair, because I feel like that's the root of everything. As long as I was growing that facial hair, yes, I could use different skincare products that will help it, but at the end of the day, the facial hair is the root of the problem. And as long as I grow the facial hair, it's not gonna get better like that. So I just didn't feel motivated to really like invest in skincare. I mean, I took care of my skin, like I used tretinoin, that's the main thing, but I just didn't feel the motivation to like invest more money in my skincare, go to a dermatologist, treat my hyperpigmentation, because I'm like, okay, well, this is causing that. So it's like, it's just like doesn't make sense. Now that I'm treating that, I feel like I'm going to go back to my dermatologist. I'm gonna start getting on a better skincare regimen, and once I finish with all this and like the facial hair is taken care of, I'm gonna probably do either a facial peel or like laser to handle the hyperpigmentation. And I'm gonna like literally focus on my skin. I'm gonna make sure that I have the most gorgeous skin ever. Like, wait and see, like in a year I'm gonna pop back up. I'm gonna have the most stunning skin you've ever seen in your life. It's the truth, I swear. I'm like not playing. Like I'm not playing. So the pain is worth it for me. It's like worth it. It hurts awfully, but you know what? I embrace that pain and I take that moment to really use it. I think about everything that frustrates me in life, all the things that make me upset. I will just sit there. I'm gonna think about it. I marinate on it. I think about it and I let that pain be a release. That's how I use it. I repurpose it. I repurpose that pain into a release. Like when I'm sitting there crying, I'm like letting it out. I'm letting out all my frustration. It's therapy. Yeah, I'm not letting anything go to waste. I'm not letting my money go to waste. I'm not gonna let the pain go to waste. I use it as therapy. So that's how I reinterpret it. I don't know. I'm not joking. That's what I do. I like sit there and I will just sit there and I'll think about everything that like has been getting on my nerves and I will just let her zap me. I'm like, just go ahead and just go for it. And she kept trying to say take breaks. I'm like, can you not just go? Just zap the area, just get it over with. I don't want breaks, just do it. But yeah, that's what I do. And yeah, like it works. Like some people, I was on Reddit and I was reading about it, and some people report like crying, like, and they're like they never went back, and I'm like, okay, it's like not that deep. It's like it's not that bad. Like it's not that bad. Like girl, you weren't whooped as a child by an African dad. You don't know what real pain feels like. Like that prepared me for laser hair removal. But yeah, I love it and I would totally recommend it. Like I think everyone should do it. If you're thinking about it, girl, just do it. Go to Groupon because it's cheap. I mean, and that's like $400 for like 6 sessions of a large area. Like if you're gonna do it on a smaller area, it's like 100 something. Like it's not bad at all. It's like super affordable. I also want to do my full body, but that's like later. I'm doing my face right now. Like that's just like, I don't know if I want to do that, but the main areas that I would do it is my chest, my stomach, my underarms. I don't really care that much about. Like I shave them, it's fine. My pubic area, I definitely want to do it there. I don't know if I would do it in my butthole. I don't know if I would get laser in that area. I don't know. Like that would be really painful. I don't know and I also don't know if I really want to just sit there spread in front of my laser technician. Like I don't know if I want to do that. So I've had to reevaluate a lot of things since getting laser hair removal. Besides from like contemplating like, you know, my childhood in the chair and stuff. I think about, do I really want this all over my body? Like I wonder if people do that on their like genital area. Like I really wonder, because I'm like, no way is that going near that area. Absolutely not. I don't care. It's not that deep for me. Like it's not at all. It's not. Like I love a bush. Like bushes are cute. We should bring them back. Like they're so 70s. Everybody's obsessed with this vintage retro vibe, but they're just bald down there. Like you guys aren't about it. If you're really about the vintage vibe, then you would have a bush. Okay? And that's just the truth. So yeah, I'm not doing laser down there at all. But I'm probably gonna get into waxing. I think I'm gonna do waxing. I think I can handle that. If I can handle the laser, I can handle waxing. I've heard some people said that like waxing is worse than laser. They said that the laser didn't hurt as bad as getting waxed. I don't know if I believe that. I've never been waxed, so I can't speak to that. But I can't imagine that. But I can, because I feel like that pain would linger more. But I do want to get waxed next. I'm gonna use a Groupon for that. I'm also gonna get like facials on Groupon. I'm a Groupon to death. I love a good deal. Like I'm looking for massages. That's something I've been wanting to do, is get a massage. So yeah, I need a place that does waxes and massages. I can get like wax and then get massage after. I'm gonna look into that. Okay, that's it. I'm probably gonna just like add this clip. I'm probably gonna like cut half that video, to be honest, and then just add this clip, because I was talking about nothing important. Like nothing, like I was just talking about nothing. So I'm gonna probably cut that video and I'm gonna add this to it, because I actually really wanted to like broach this topic and I just kind of forgot about it. All right, bye.